Shabbat Shalom. So this week we continue into part 2 of the series Everlastingly Eternal Forever, where we set out to prove that forever is indeed forever when Yahuwah proclaims it. And last week we would have looked at a number of words, Hebrew words that were translated as forever, to ascertain whether or not it was an error by the translators, or it should actually, or they should actually be forever. Some of the words we would have looked at were netzach, kedem, yom when used as kal hayamim, and what else? Forget already? Netzach, kedem, kal hayamim, what else? Semtut. Very good. And what did we say we are going to look at this week? Ad. And what is for next week? Huh? You tell your man. You don't remember. But you say you don't remember. You remember add, because it's easy to remember. Add and subtract. So the next week is what? Subtract? Yeah, add again next week. So next week is Olam. Olam. So this week we're looking at add. And these presentations shouldn't be very long. Guys, a very simple topic. Right? Yeah, man. I know a lot of us don't like the lengthy presentations, you know. Don't. Yeah. And even you who always asking for us to go the mile, 30 minutes in, I have to come and stand up over you. Sleeping. Okay. Anyways, so this week we're looking at Ad. Everlastingly eternal forever. Ad. And what do you see on the picture? This man is troubling, man. So you see a man at a doorway. So again, Genesis 3:22, we looked at them last week. Yahuwah said, I have to guard the way to the tree of life, lest the man do what? Take from the tree and eat and do what? Live forever. That would be a problem in his unholy state. Psalm 90 verse 2, it said, before the mountains were ever, or before the earth and the world was, even from when? Everlasting to everlasting, you are Elohim. From forever to forever, from eternity to eternity, from Olam to Ad, you are Elohim. You are the mighty one. Psalm 45:6, your throne, O Elohim, is when? Is forever and who? Forever and ever. As you would say, when you're young and you want to woo a female, and she say, how much do you love me? Wait till her. From the bottom of my heart until when? Till the depth of my soul. You know him used to do that, you know. So you heard? Okay. Say, how long you love me? I love you from before I born. Lie. Until when? Forever. And when me dead, me love you same way. So Christianity seems to believe that Yahweh is like us men when we want a woman, you know. Yahweh just talk things. I don't really mean it. Leviticus 23. We know it already. All the Moedim, all the appointed times, these should be a law for how long? Forever throughout all of your generations. Numbers 25. Aaron and the priesthood. I am giving him the covenant of the priesthood, and the priesthood is an everlasting priesthood. Olam. 2 Samuel 23:5 with David. What kind of covenant Yahweh cut with David? Everlasting covenant. Everlasting. Add. You don't need to write those scriptures that we just went through. You have them from last week already. I see your speed writing. We don't have them from last week. Are we going to close with them again? So no one write them 8, 6, 7 million times? You want to write? Alright, let us go back. Right. We have time. Right. Sorry. Please let me know when you're finished. Very sorry. So we realize that Yahweh, when he's speaking of his covenant, he uses the word olam or ad. That's all. And when David is bestowing praise and exaltation on Yahweh, David said, your throne is from everlasting to everlasting. So these words sound like some big word. Them small, but them a big word. Whole heap of weight. Thank you very much. Words carry weight. Big words. And today we are going to look at the smallest of the big in terms of letters or symbols. Add. Want to finish right now? Good. So add. Where you see in the picture again? Door. Now I need you to understand that doors are a very peculiar instrument. It carries significant meaning. That's all. Oh, we're not even thinking Hebrew now. Just in general. In general thinking, door carries a very heavy connotation and weight. What does door or what do doors symbolize? Eh? Entrance. What else? Exit. What else? Protection. What else? Security. Them just give me synonym now, you know, because them run out of options now. It's a gateway, no sir? It's like a portal. Because if I am here, thank you, if I am here, and that door is right there, when I go through that door, I'm in another world, no sir, go? Outside now. Understand? Very good. Lovely. So let us look at the meaning of ad. 2 letters form this word, 2 Hebrew letters. Ayin, Dalet. Ad. Definition: perpetuity, all, continually, eternal, ever, forever, perpetual. So you realize that they're not giving you any other meaning. All of them point to forever. No second. Mighty. Everything pointing to forever. Let us check the ancient Hebrew. Ancient Hebrew say it means to repeat. Does that make sense to you? Repeat. It don't make sense. Why it makes sense? For who it makes sense to? Continuously what? Repeating why? Think about door. No, think about door. Eh? Open and shut. And when you go through, you're coming back through again and going back through and coming back through. No say go. The door on your house, you go through it. You can't even count how much time you go through it. No say go. Because it's a door where you're continuously going in and out, in and out. You can't tell me how much time you walk through the door here. Anyone at the door them? Just answer me no, man. Oh, you're so terrible, man. Can you tell me definitively how many times? So half hour you want to tell me? So repeat. So a witness. What does a witness need to be a credible witness? No. You know right, you know. But what does the witness need to have been to be a credible witness? Present. Thank you very much. The witness must be present. You can't be a witness if you weren't present. Very good. All right. The pictograph eyeing is a picture of the eye. Now, so it go. The dalet is a picture of the door. What does it you use the eye to do? So you must see the what? The door. So ad means to see the door. Good. As coming to a tent of meeting and entering in. So you're approaching the building. What you're looking for when you're approaching a building? Door. Because that is your way in. That is your way in. So you're looking for the door. See the door. It is a place, time, or event that is repeated again and again and again and again. Doorway. Because the doorway is repeated again and again and again and again. The doorway stands between here and here. Portal signifies a portal. It is a repetition of time, either definite or indefinite. Very important. Write that in your book. Ad is a portion of time, either definite or indefinite. What definite mean? Definite comes from define. Means that it was specified. So the portion of time it must say from now until next week Thursday. Right? That is a definite time. Now so, what then would be an indefinite time? Just go and do your thing. Just go and do your thing. Until. But you not tell you until when. Just say just go and do your thing. That is indefinite. Right? So it means then, when you're going through the scripture now, and you see the word add, and it says, let us say it says, add 7 days. What does that mean? That's a definite time. So it goes on for 7 days. But if you're reading on it, just say add, then what? Indefinite. Good. But I couldn't look bright. See it here? Another meaning for add is until. A determinate period of time. Ready for the scripture them now? I'm still writing. Come, I don't want to beat me up again. Still writing? So like we're understanding the door now, don't it? Door sound nice. So when we look at Yahudah, and the name Yahudah means I am the door to life. What is that saying to us? I am the portal to life. You have to walk through me if you want life, no circle. Because if I am the doorway to life, you have to come through the doorway because this house no have window, brethren. Hebrew house no carry window, no boss. Check it, you ever see window here? Anyways, so we're going to look at a few cases. There are many, but we're not interested in them. I'm just going to show you a few cases where add means until, and it gives you a time. All right. Or something else. Or a place. Because it's not just time, you know. Remember, say it's a time or place. Watch it now. Genesis 3:19. By the sweat of your face, you are to eat bread. What? Until what? Until what? You return to the ground. That's a definite time, don't it? Even though you don't know when you are dead, but you know, say, until you return, you have to eat bread by what? The sweat of your face, meaning you have to work until you're dead. In other words, that is what he's saying, you know. You have to work until you die. Genesis 8:5. And the waters decreased steadily. When? Until at the 10th new moon. So that's a definite time period. It tells you that the water was upon the earth and it decreased steadily until. So when the 10th new moon comes, what happened? Water gone. Water gone. That's a definite time period. 10th new moon. Genesis 10:19. Let us look at place now. Man, I give you the border, the boundary of him land. The border of the Canaanites was from Sidon as you go toward Gerar, as far as, you can put the word until there, so don't it? Until Gaza, as you go towards Sodom and Gomorrah and Admah and Seboim, until Lasha. So that's Ad. It is telling you how far the border goes. Definite place or time. Exodus 12:6. You shall keep it until, you shall keep it ad the 14th of the same new moon, which is the first new moon. Until. So him tell you until when. So this is ad in a virgin, the same word that means forever. But it does not mean forever if it specifies a time. Follow me carefully. When it specifies a time, it can't mean forever because it tell you until when. 2 Kings 13. And he said, open the east window. And he opened it. And Elisha said, shoot. And he shot. Then he said, the arrow of deliverance of Yahuwah, and the arrow of deliverance from Aram. For you shall strike Aram at Aphek, when? Until it is what? Finished. So in other words, no stop till everybody dead. Don't stop until everybody dead. Until, and it specify when. Or what situation must occur for you to stop. And the man of Elohim was wrath with him and said, you should have struck 5 or 6 times. Then you would have struck Aram till Ad its utter destruction. So the man not do it. The man stop. And everybody down there, the man say, don't follow the command because me tell you, say no stop until everybody die. But you stop and some people remain. Same 2 Kings 17. Yahweh rejected all the seed of Yisra'el in verse 20 and afflicted them and gave into the hand of plunderers. When? Until he had cast them out from his presence. So in other words, the plunderers never stop until what? Not one Yisra'el don't left in there. And Yahweh said, I don't want not one of them in front of me. So it gives you a specific condition, a specific time, or a specific place. It must be specified. It's until. You go to verse 23, say, until Yahuwah remove Yisra'el from his presence. Specific situation, condition. Slide is not changing. 2 Kings 18. Sennacherib and Fim brethren, do not listen to Hezekiah, for thus said the king of Assyria, make peace with me by a present, and come out to me, and let each of you eat from his own vine, and each from his own fig tree, and each of you drink water of his own cistern. Watch this. Till when? Until I come. So him give you the specified condition or specified timeline until I come. You can enjoy this privilege. Then, so him say, after me come now, then I will take you to my land. A better land. But until then, go and drink from your own cistern, your own vineyard, excitement and something. Until I come. No, sir? Good. 2 Kings 21:16. Manasseh shed very much innocent blood until he had filled Jerusalem from one end to another with blood. So I give you the specific situation. Nehemiah 8:3. He read from it in the open space in front of the water gate from morning until when? Midday. You can imagine if it say from morning add alone and not never come after it? That would mean so what? He still a read now. Today they see him still a read. But he read from morning till midday. Job 8:2. Job said, how long? Translator put how long is added that is there. So in other words, Job is saying, until when? Me need you to specify. Job is saying, I need you to specify how long, until when are you going to speak like this? Since the words of your mouth are a strong wind. Are Yahweh asking him. Job 14. Man shall lie down and not rise till the heavens are no more. No, say go for true. No, from Genesis that prescribed version. Man shall lie down and not rise till the heavens are no more. They awake not, nor are aroused from their sleep. If only you would hide me in Sheol. Hide me until your wrath turns away. I want to be hidden until the wrath pass. And when the niceness starts, then you can bring me back. If a man dies, would he live again? All the days of my struggle, I wait till what? My change come. Man say, I go and wait for better. I will wait for better. On the last slide, looking at until Psalm 50 verse 1. Elohim Yahweh shall speak, and he shall call the earth from the rising of the sun. You see, to add to its going down. And this is another way to say forever, you know, because the sun rise and go down every day. No, so I go. So basically, I want next forever this, you know, bro. This you call lyrics. You call this lyrics. Psalm 57:10. Your loving commitment is great up to the heavens, and your wrath unto the clouds. Someone said, extend far until it reach heaven, and your truth until it reach the clouds. A whole heap of truth and a whole heap of love that. Psalm 72:7. Let the righteous flourish in his days with plenty of peace. Add, the moon is no more. Till the moon is no more. Rash read this earlier, Psalm 104:23. Man goes out to his work and to his labor. Till when? Till evening. When evening come, what happen? Go home. Man go home. Because him work till evening. Evening come, he done work. Gone home. Go wash him foot and sleep. No, sir. Thank you. No bathing. So that is until. But we're not so interested in the until. No, sir. And the forever will come about. So forever no. Where you see again? Door, whole heap of door. Man say, whole heap of door. You say, can I see some of them and some of them bright? You see for this one? One slide alone we have. One slide. You can't believe that. And then the sermon done, you know? Yes, man. What time? Then look for me, then can't believe it. Wow! One slide. Numbers 24:20. He then looked on Amalek. Who this? Balaam. Balaam, man. He looked on Amalek and he took up his proverb and said, Amalek was first among the nations, but his latter end is to perish. Add. So him not say how long he might go perish, him just say perish. Add. So what that mean? Amalek will go perish forever. Because it not say until the 10th new moon, or until everybody is destroyed. It's a what? Just add by itself. So that is forever. Man might not believe in, but just go on what you think, no man. Isaiah 57. Because him said the same thing in 24 of Numbers 24. Ships shall come from the coast of Shittim, and they shall afflict Assyria, and afflict Eber, and so shall Amalek, and he also perishes forever. Add by itself. Nothing no come after the add, nothing don't come before it. Add. Perish forever. Jump to Isaiah 57:15. Thus declares the high and exalted one who dwells. So tell me now. Say no forever. Because we know that our Creator, the high and exalted one, I live from when? Forever to when? So then can't put none behind this, you know, brethren. Then can't put none before this, you know. Whose name is set apart. I dwell in the high and set apart place with him who has a bruised and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble and to revive the heart of the bruised ones. And if you don't believe, the big scripture everybody love, Isaiah 9, verse 6, unto us a son is born, to us a son is given, the rulership is on his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Strong Elohim, or Mighty One, Father of what? This one's a continuity. Where did other translation say? Everlasting Father. Ad. Everlasting Father. Eternal Father. That's why when you go on your knee, you say what? Eternal my Father, bless. You never know what you're saying. Me? How you do again? You stand at attention. I saw no going all the way like you don't want to embarrass me. You know. So we can't go around this in a brethren. Because we know already said it said that the man is going to be called Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. And the everlasting there, no Olam not dead there, no Netzach not dead there to accompany it, no Kedem, no Semitut, no Kal Hayamim. No. One word is there for the everlasting, and it is Ad. Nothing before, nothing after. Everlasting Father. So we can't go around it. If it don't specify a definitive time period or definitive place or definitive condition, then it means forever, eternity. No, sir. All right. So, it's a lunchtime? Huh? No, sir, we couldn't do that. We couldn't go do that. I have to show you something else that I found with the word. So those are a few of the only place where you find the word standing alone without a definitive time period or condition. Those three I gave you. You find it standing by itself. But you have 1,000,000 other example now. Where it stand up with somebody else. Yes, when him stand up with somebody else. Because if when he stand up by himself, him a what? Forever. So when he stand up with somebody else, then him a who? Mighty Father. Him strong like lion. Let us look at some Hebrew tools before we go party. There's a prefix in Hebrew called lamed. We know the letter. Lamed. It is also used as a prefix. You know what is a prefix? Huh? A prefix is a word that you put at the front of a word that gives it extra meaning. Yes, man, it changes the whole meaning of the word. You want an example? Yeah. Subordination. What does that mean? Yes, or subordinate. What does that mean? You are below something. And when you put in subordination, what does that mean? Mighty Father. Hey, in bright enough. In bright enough. Let us go again. let us go again. This man is troubling now, man. Make us see which one we can use now. Eh? Yes. Good. Thank you, Rash. Conscious. What conscious mean? You are aware. You are awake, right? You are cognizant of what is taking place. Now say go. So if me put on before the word and call it unconscious, what does that mean? You don't know what I want, man. You're asleep. You're not cognizant. So the prefix changes the meaning of the word. But not all prefix change the meaning. Some prefix give it added meaning. You understand me? All right. So lamed functions as a prefix. Bet also functions as a prefix. Remember I tell you about Bereshit? Now say go. What is the word for first or beginning? What is the word for beginning? No, so me just tell me word. No. Reshit is the word. But when you put ba in front of the reshit, it becomes in the beginning. Because bet, the letter means inside. So inside of the beginning. Alright, good. So you see lamed now serves the same function here, and most of the Hebrew letters have this function. Alright, good. So the Hebrew letter lamed, used as a prefix before a word, functions primarily as a preposition. That means what? To, for, towards, or into. It indicates direction, purpose, or ownership. Example. I'm going to give you an example. What is the Hebrew word for king? Melech. No, sir. So if you're reading and you see it's a lemelech, what does that probably mean? If la or le means to, towards, into, then lemelech means what? Eh? It means to a king or for a king. So if you're writing a letter now, how are you going to write the letter? Lemelech to the king or for a king. So you understand it now? Good. The next tool that we're going to look at before we go to the next slide is duplicated words. When you're reading the script, a lot of words are duplicated. Like how Jamaicans would say, me love you bad, 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 bad. And they say that is because we have a limited vocabulary. Why we speak like that. Madness. It's ingrained. Hebrews say shalom, shalom. Means perfect peace. Because shalom already means peace. So when a man says shalom, shalom, a double peace, brethren. When Yahweh says, you shall not surely, when Satan says, you shall not surely die, it means, it's moot, it says. So you say, you're not dead. You see, you might dead, but I'm not dead. I'm not dead. And Yahweh said, you may freely live, or you may freely eat. It's akal. So you eat of that. You understand? Good. Duplicated words. So in Hebrew, particularly biblical Hebrew, repeating a word acts as a powerful literary device to signify emphasis, intensity, plurality, or distribution. Rather than being considered repetitive in a negative sense, as we are taught in English, it is used to highlight crucial points, express superlative degrees. Example, holy means the holiest. So English would say holiest, but the Hebrew people would say kadash. You understand? Good. Or convey the meaning of every. So instead of in English where we say every day, the Hebrew say yom, day by day, in other words. You understand? So they don't say daily, they don't say every day. They say yom, which basically gives the meaning, say day by day. This must be done every day. But them not have no every in a Hebrew and say every day. They just say yom. Everybody understand? Still writing? Mighty. And that's why we do so much talking, you know. All right. Since I was going to still all right. Give me one example of duplicated words now. Bada. What that mean? Bad. Oh. It's the same thing, you know. I was hoping for a Hebrew word, you know, the man said bada. No, sir. You can't give me an example. Barak. Good man, bright. What does that mean? You're well blessed. No, sir. Well blessed. To how you're blessed, we can't use Barak one time. No, sir. When you are going to express say you're salt in a Jamaican, you're going to just say me salt? You're going to say me salt. Emphasis. So you see where it come from. You understand now that we are the people of the book. When you're done right now, mighty. Me can't let you know it. Take a picture quick, man. I'm sure that was good one example of the first one again. I'm them going right same way. Me take picture. And you want to move on, don't it? And I don't want to forget to remember the first one we look at was the prefix. Don't it? Good. So we're going to look at the prefix one first, then we're going to look at the duplicated one afterwards. So I'll show you the tool so we can understand what we're reading through the verses. So we're going to look at la'ad. Because most of the times when we see ad in scripture, it is preceded by a lamed. And the lamed is a prefix that means towards, into, for, or to. That's why you must write, because you're a member of people who write, know them something because them have it right down in them book. All right. What you seeing at the picture again now? Door. And you see one color door. I can't could find a different picture. No, I don't know special. Good. So la'ad. Psalm 9 verse 18. Watch it now. For the needy is not always forgotten, and the always there is netzach, which we looked at last week. Neither the expectancy of the poor lost la'ad. So tell me now what that probably means. Based on what you learn about the la. Eh? No, sir. Into forever. Right people, man. The la means into, towards, for, or. No, sir, go. Mighty. No, me not laugh. After me spend so long on the slide a while ago. The prefix lamed. What did we say about the prefix lamed? No, sir. It means into, towards, for, and to. No, sir. So if you put it before ad, it means because ad means forever, we learned a while ago, don't it? So if you put it before ad, it means into forever, towards forever, to forever, or what is the other one? For forever. No, sir? Good. So what are they saying now? The psalm is saying about the hope of the poor being lost now. It don't last for forever, or into forever, or towards forever, towards eternity. So I'm saying this is just for a time, and not for eternity. You understand? So it's for eternity better than. So we're not going to use the word forever for ad anymore. We're going to use eternity because since as la can mean for, and we don't want to bite our tongues trying to say for forever, we're going to use eternity. Same meaning, just a different word. So the expectancy or the hope of the poor is not lost for eternity or into eternity. Understand? So we can look at the others now. Psalm 19:9. The fear of Yahweh is clean. Standing what? Into eternity. So you realize that the prefix bowl up the thing. Nice it up. Spruce it up, Psalm 89:29. I shall establish his seed. A man no want to hear this in a brethren because this is covenant. No, sir. Because if up here in Psalm 19:9, when it is talking about Yahweh and his fear, the fear of Yahweh is clean. How long it clean for? Into what? Eternity. Don't it? Then when it come down here, so now we're talking about Yisra'el and the seed of Yisra'el and David's seed being established. And it's the same la'ad. Then what it mean? Into the same eternity, brethren. So Yisra'el is established as a nation. David is established as king and his descendants. How long? Into what? Into eternity. You can't go around it. And it continues and say, and his throne as the days of the. You see no way in a prophecy will ever mash up? Huh? So if you never understand La'ad before, then this statement that follows should tell you what it means. Don't it? Thank you. Psalm 37:29. The righteous shall inherit the earth and dwell in it. Hey. So how long want go heaven go live? Where the psalmist said the righteous get? When say them get? The earth, no sir, where them get? The earth. And how long them will live in it? Into eternity. I don't want to know, just give me this source of forever. So it said into eternity. You know when a man walk gone into eternity, what that mean, brethren? Want to know, grasp the concept, When you're gone into eternity, remember that ad is the door. See the door. And you're gone in because of the doorway, brethren. The doorway is a portal that signifies eternity. It's a portal, it signifies eternity. So when you're gone into eternity, brethren, I don't normal something that. So basically, we are looking at the door of eternity and walking into it. That's why the ad means see the door. Psalm 37:29. The righteous inherit the earth, dwell in it forever. Psalm 61:8. I sing praises to your name. How long? Into eternity, brethren. Into eternity. So people don't have no problem with these kind of statements, But anytime it have to do with Israel and covenant and circumcision and laws and appointed times, then forever no mean forever. Hypocrisy. You see here, so when he say when I pay my vows day by day, the man say when I go to pay my vows, yum yum. And him not talk when you tell people about yum, because you try to trick them say vegetable taste nice. He might talk about daily, every day. I sing praise to your name into eternity. So the man I said to how me sing. And my neighbor then tired of me. My neighbor then said, no, sir, everlasting voice him have. Because him sing right through. Like night Joe. Job 19, 23 and 24. Watch this now. And we're going to use this and show them that they can't go round the odd business, brethren. Because people will teach you, and tell you that the odd means ever. Just one source of ever. And the olam is forever. So when you're reading and you see it say forever and ever. So the odd is a little. One look come around when you sit down right and wait for an olam to talk, and then him jump up and say, I'm Nito. Odd by itself is forever. And when olam put on it, atomic bomb. When you put the olam with it. So we're going to use Job 19 now and show you that you don't play with odd, brethren, by itself. If Isaiah 6:9 never convinced you already, or Isaiah 9:6, or you got 9:6. Job said, oh, that my words were written down. You understand what he's saying here? Because when it's right, what happened? There's a record. If I just say something, and me say to you and both of us die, then the word dies with us, don't it? No say go. But when it is written down, there is a record. It lasts at last time. Watch this now. Job said, oh, that my words were written down. Oh, that they were inscribed in a book, engraved on a rock with an iron pen and lead. So in other words, he must say, when you carve this in a bridge, nobody not supposed to come with no rubber and rub it out. We not talk about pencil point. You remember candle pencil? We couldn't even see when you write. Job said, no candle pencil. And no ink. We use white out. Job said, hammer and chisel. Carve out. Why? I want it to last when? Into eternity. Permanent. Into eternity. Job said, I want my words to last. Psalm 111, verse 3. Splendor and greatness are his works, and his righteousness stands into eternity. Proverbs 12:19. The lip of truth is established into eternity, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. So if you never want to believe the first statement, then the second statement must make you know. Because if the lying tongue only lasts for a moment, then how long the truthful tongue lasts? Forever. The opposite of a moment is forever. And I say, brethren. Watch this. Proverbs 29:14. The king who rightly rules, who rules the people with justice, with truth, his throne is established when? You ever hear Jamaican people talk about Michael Manley? And me not think him righteous so. But just let us use it as an example. You ever hear all time people talk about Michael Manley? This is Proverbs in a brethren. You treat the people good, you rule the people right, your name and your rulership all when you're dead. Still a call. Still a call. Forever into eternity, your legacy gone, brethren. Into eternity. Isaiah 64:9. Do not be angry, O Yahweh, nor remember crookedness into eternity. Man, if you beg Yahweh and say, please, Because if you ever remember our crookedness into eternity, we're just dead. We're just dead. Dead, dead. Good. Dead, dead, if you remember our crookedness into eternity. Amos 1:11. Watch this. For 3 sins of Edom, and for 4 I do not turn it back. Because he pursued his brother Jacob, that is Israel, don't it? With the sword. And he cast off all compassion, and his displeasure tore how long? Into eternity. And only man who not understand history, not know what this mean, that this is still going on today. Esau still angry at Jacob to this day, and Esau is going to carry that wrath into eternity. He will not tear away from it. The translator understood, that's why they put incessantly. Incessantly meaning no have no stopping. Cessation means to cease. None cease. Into eternity, Esau carrying his hatred for Jacob. Still going on to this very day. So when man come tell you about forever, don't mean forever. Them don't understand Bible, brethren. Micah 7:18. Who is an El like you, taking away crookedness, passing over the transgression of the remnant of his inheritance? He shall not retain his wrath into eternity. Mr. Brethren, if Yahweh ever carry him wrath go over in eternity, probably all the righteous people them dead after. If Yahweh have to carry over his wrath into eternity, First Chronicles 28:9. As for you, my son, Solomon, look what David said. Know the Elohim of your father. Serve him with a perfect heart and with a pleasing life, for Yahuwah searches all hearts and understands all the intent of the thoughts. If you do seek him, he is found by you. But if you ever forsake him and make him reject you, then that the rejection they go into what? Eternity. David warned Solomon. David said, if you ever forsake Yahweh, brethren, the worst thing you can do as Yisra'el, as Hebrew, is forsake Yahweh. There is no coming back from it. Your rejection gone into eternity. Let us look at the duplicate now. Add. So we look at the add into eternity or for eternity. So we're going to look at the duplicate. Then we conclude. Where you see again in the picture now? You see a man in the doorway. Right? Nice little brethren in the doorway. Now me feel like I'm me. You see, Marga, feel like I'm more me. Because me want to go into the eternity right now, you know, brethren. I go and start stand up in the doorway, you know. And then you wonder, brethren, why we have these laws in the Torah. Where you carry the servant go? When the servant decides he love him master and he don't want to leave him master, where you carry him go to bore him ears? And then where you say after you bore him ears in the doorway? The two who bind to one that how long? Forever. The doorway signifies forever, brethren, so we can't go around the hard business, brethren. Anyways, the duplicate now. Psalm 132, 12 to 14. If your sons guard my covenant and my witness that I teach them, their sons shall do what? Sit upon your throne. Add. Translator put forever. Translator not understand what I go on, brethren. Yahweh said, if your sons walk properly, then what will happen? Eh? How we going to word this now? Because if the ad by itself is eternity, and the la ad means that you're gone into eternity, then all we call the ad now. Eh? So you see, I end up and come up with the title. Everlastingly, eternal, forever. So Yahweh is saying, brethren, if your sons guard my covenant and my witness that I teach them, then their sons shall sit upon your throne. Till me can't tell you when. Me can't even tell you when. A man jump up now and say, but nobody know depend David throne now. He said, if. And them never do it. Look what I'm saying now in the next verse. For Yahuwah has chosen where? Zion. He has desired it for his dwelling. Some man pick out a plot of land and say, yes, so me going to live. Because what happened to Zion now? We're making choose Zion. No, Zion have views, brethren. You talk about views. You talk about sea view, hill view. What kind of view you have? Mountain view, sky view, river view, views. Man pick Zion, brethren. Everlasting view. All water view to you know. What are you talking about? And then him said, this is my place. You know, when you find a nice piece of land, Rush, and you're looking over on the sea, and it's so serene and nice, and you're away from civilization, and you're so quiet like Rush, don't have him place, and him love, and he said, those who live far. And Yahweh said, those who live far. See that? The man said, this is my place of rest. How long? Man said, me not ever left you, so. Him not give you no one ad, and no la ad. Him say, add. The man say, for me place this. Me no want to live nowhere else. Right here, so Zion. Views. Here I dwell, for I have desired it. Can't go around it, brethren. Add bigger than eternity. A two eternity that. And me tell you something. You see, they put one beside the other. And no, you know. You never know. And multiplication when you have add eternity times eternity and a plus eternity. And me can't do the mathematics there. You know why my calculator burn up. Psalm 83:17. David said, let them be ashamed and alarmed. So David is talking about his enemies who are talking against Israel. And what kind of shame David asks for? One eternity shame? No, sir. David asks 2 times eternity shame. Eternity times eternity. Let the shame be. Forever. Forever. Psalm 92:7. When the wrong springs up like grass, and all the workers of wickedness blossom, it is for them to be destroyed. Now that we learn, brethren, in our scripture. What we learn about what kind of fire? Eternal fire. Now eternal fire we learn about. You think Chronics just get up and sing eternal fire? Bible. Scripture, brethren. Isaiah 26:4. Watch this. Trust in Yahweh how long? 2 times eternity. Don't it? Why? For in Yahuwah is a what? Rock of what? So if he's the rock of ages, what ages mean? Long time something and going forward. So how long you must trust in him then? That's why the man of it tells you have to trust in him 2 times eternity. Because he makes this even longer than the 2 times eternity. So the man said, this man, when you trust Yahweh, man, one add. And 2 add. Add times add. Isaiah 65. New covenant. And then we conclude. This is the new covenant. A renewed covenant, I should say, because we know better. The renewed covenant, you find it in Jeremiah 33 as well. And some other place in Ezekiel. I don't remember the chapter. For look, verse 17. I am creating what? New heaven, renewed heavens, it should say, and a renewed earth. And the former shall not be remembered nor come to earth. But be glad and rejoice. How long? This is the original intention from creation in a virgin. But we mash up the thing. So the man renewed the thing now and said, go ahead now and enjoy it. How long? 2 times eternity. We don't like it forever business, forever come around business, brethren. Forever, we'll use too much forever. Everything we say forever. Me hate you forever. Forever light, man. Eternity. That we are work with. Eternity. I not even like it everlasting neither. Because nowadays you buy some things and them tell you about everlasting as you turn it and it mash up. Eternity. Be glad and rejoice. Eternity times eternity in what I create. For look, I create who? Jerusalem. A rejoicing and their people. A joy. Same Zion. Not the same Zion. This virgin where the man say him dwell. Which, how long him say him dwell there? And if he's dwelling there 2 times eternity, and him tell us to rejoice with him when him dwelling there, then how much time you must rejoice? 2 times eternity, virgin. Because we have to rejoice until the whole time when him dead. When him left now, then we can't have rejoice. No, sir. It don't make perfect sense. And him now left because that's why 2 times eternity. You know what kind of joy them there? You can't have jackana with them the joy in a virgin. Your jackana going hot here in your belly, but I'm drop out, you know. No, good, that's a good thing. We're going to be spirit beings, so we can laugh and no problem. Nowadays you laugh too long, your voice gone, all kind of something. Big rejoicing. Verse 19. I shall rejoice in Jerusalem and shall joy in my people, and let the voice of weeping no more be heard in her. That sounds like everlasting joy. If no more, if you're never ever going to hear one more bawling, that means an everlasting joy. That be niceness and excitement. That sounds like a straight manish water. Don't. Eh? Why else we need rejoicing? That sounds like a straight mango. Where's some name? Mango beer. Mango, sorry, I'm not going to say no, man. Straight mango beer, virgin. That sounds like a soup of whole heap of tuluru. Don't it? Eh? You have to ask him. I don't know. No more is an infant from there going to live but a few days. This is a niceness, virgin. You know what the whole country started when a little news come on? That a baby born and die? We're going through one now. 2 celebrity from Jamaica. Give birth, 6-month-old baby, all the way in Colombia. Baby born premature. 40 million them say them need to airlift the baby from Colombia to America. Them don't have it. Sad story. Me don't know what kind of plane. When me see this man, I wonder, but when me don't preach, we talk about it. When we don't preach, we talk about it, because I don't know what kind of helicopter that for 40 million. But I saw them say 40 million Jamaican. You might as well buy one and rent it out afterwards. You understand me? So Yahweh said them things they not go on again. Come left that the argument when we finish talk about it's the forever eternity. So no more you're going to have an infant live but few days, brethren. What kind of few days? From your born you must what? Live. You think you want to make people to die, brethren? What sense that make? If you as a man going to create something, are you going to create it to mash up? You're going to create it to the best of your ability if it last and last and last forever and ever. No say, go, brethren. That what don't make man to die. When baby born and just dead, say the Jamaican people, when them see them say, a sin, you know? This is a sin. The right of sin cause it. Nor an old man who does not complete his days. For the youth will die 100 years old as a human being. And when him die at 100 years old, everybody stand up and say, him just a coming up. You can't imagine? Him just a coming, not live no life. He not live no life. That sound like back to Adam time, don't it? Because if man did dead when they were 100 in Adam time, Adam would have catch him and said, turn. A window. Adam want get up now and see where we are go through. He would have scratched his head real good. And ball again and probably try to kill himself again. They shall not build and another inhabit. That's so nice. They shall not plant and another eat. Russia complain about slug. Not even slug you can't trouble. You think them brethren until you plant you think them in this business here. A straight rejoice. For the days of my people are going to be as the days of a what? Tree. You know how long tree live? Going back to the witness again. When Yahweh say call him witness, who him call? Heaven and who? Earth. Why? Because then they about for a long time. Then can tell him about from when Adam born. Come straight to me with stand up and say, right now at this very moment. Heaven and earth can tell him. In order for you to be a witness, because remember, you know, the first thing we looked at was the definition of the word. And it said, ad is a witness. In order for you to be a witness. You have did it for a long time, brethren. And you can't be a witness who walk up when the two people them start fight. When they're in the middle of the fight. And be a credible witness. You can't give an account as to how the fight start. You would have to sit down on the corner for a long time. I play domino and see when the fight starts to be a credible witness. So in order for you to be a witness in Hebrew sense, you have to deb out. Now so you go. And deb out for a long time. Good. That's why the word means eternity, brethren. So we're bringing it full circle now because we're coming down nicely. My chosen ones will outlive the work of their hands. No, we not outlive no work of our hands, brethren. Man work nowadays, man. Just working to say, I hope my children can come continue this. That's what we say nowadays, you know? I hope the children can come continue this. Rush off in business and him have to try bring him look at daughter say, come and learn this and learn that and learn this. He probably never live long enough to see it come to fruition the real way or the vision we have. That's a shame. Sin cause it. Man can't work so long and can't live and experience the fruits of labor. You get 3 cow and 1 dead. That's sin. What's my name? Goat. A goat, don't it? 3 goat and 1 dead. Conclusion. So next week, what is our focus again? Olam. Olam is the focus next week. So far, we've gone through how much word? About 5 or 6 words. And every single one of them mean what? Forever, Bridget. Genesis 17. Know it already. The covenant between Yahweh and Abraham. It is an everlasting covenant. Verse 8. I give to you and your seed after you the land of your sojournings, all the land of Canaan as an everlasting possession. So if Olam is anywhere near to add, then it means that Canaan land, Beulah land, still belongs to who? Abraham. That's why we play the song, brother. Abraham, my friend, walk with me till the end. Through trials and storms, I'll always defend. By Amunah, you will see the covenant I made will set Yisra'el free. Everlasting covenant, brethren. But next week we deal with the whole lamb. Genesis 21:33. He planted a tamarisk tree in Beersheba, and there he called on the name of Yahuwah, who is the what? Everlasting Elohim. So man won't have any dispute against this, but he will dispute this. And it's the same word. Genesis 48:4. He said to me, see, I am making you fruitful, and shall increase you and make of you an assembly of peoples, and give this land to your seed after you as an everlasting possession. The rhetoric don't change from Genesis 17 to Genesis 48. It no change. Look on the big one now. Everybody know this. Genesis 49:10. The scepter shall not turn aside from Yehuda until Shiloh comes. And who is Shiloh? Yahuwah. And Yahusha come from where? Judah, same Judah. So the add there means what? Eternity, brethren. Because when Shiloh come from Judah, and Shiloh come and come sit down on the throne again, same way. Till Shiloh. Exodus 3:15, Moses said, who must I say sent me to the children of Yisra'el? Elohim said further to Moses, you are to say to the children of Yisra'el, Yahuwah, Elohim of your fathers, the Elohim of Abraham. Why him say Abraham? Covenant. No, sir. The Elohim of Yitzchak. Why him say Yitzchak? The covenant. Same Abraham covenant confirmed with Yitzchak. Why him say Jacob afterwards? Covenant again, brethren. The covenant has sent me to you. This is my name forever. And this is my remembrance to all generations. You can't go around it, brethren. The man said, my name, my character, my resume is the Elohim of Abraham, Yitzchak, and Jacob. And that's supposed to tell you everything we need to know, because it means that a me response for the covenant, the everlasting covenant. And if you don't believe, check the signs of the covenant and realize how them attack the signs. The covenant has 3 signs. 1, rainbow. 2, Sabbath. 3, circumcision. What them say about the Sabbath? Done away with. Man says Sunday are the new thing. Some man say any day where you worship on your Sabbath. What them do with the rainbow? Them try to fish it up. They try to fish it up. And what have they done to circumcision? You remember when circumcision was mandatory when people born? That now keep again, brethren. Now it's a special procedure that costs over $200,000 or more. Because discount price we get, take time to. Change the slide for me, please. Watch it now. Exodus 12. This day shall become to you a remembrance, and you shall celebrate it as a festival to Yahweh throughout your generations. Celebrate it as a festival, an everlasting law. Exodus 12 is which chapter of the Bible? Yeah, man, but where deal with specifically? Exodus 12, what happened? What big event happened in Exodus 12? Exodus, the Exodus itself. Big something. That angel passed. So he said, this day must be a what? Everlasting law. You shall guard Mashah, the festival of Mashah, for on this same day I brought your armies, your divisions out of the land of Mitzrayim. You shall guard this day throughout your generations, an everlasting law. Verse 24. Look at 24 now. You shall guard this word as a law for you and your sons ad olam. And the translator put ad as for and the olam as ever. Yes, when you say ad olam, that's after the fourth week. Because if add at 2 times eternity, then add olam. That comes like when you put where something in the next something boom, boom up, nuclear. Exodus 14:30. Mashah said to the people, do not be afraid, stand still and see the deliverance of Yahweh, the salvation which he does for you today. For the Egyptians whom you see this day, you will see them again no more. How long? Ad olam. Boom this boom up. Moses said, if you see one of them at one more time in your life, me lie like sure. Moses said, you never see them again, neither grave, you never ever see them again in your life. There's an extra, you know. Man said, add olam. Exodus 15:18. Yahweh reigns, olam. Olam, add. So sometimes you have add olam, and one next time you have olam add. Exodus 31 talk about the Sabbath being a sign between Yahweh and Yisra'el, and him say it is throughout your generations as an everlasting covenant. And it is a sign how long? Forever. Olam. Judges 2:1. The messenger of Yahweh came up from Gilgal to Bochim and said, I led you up from Egypt, brought you to the land of which I swore to your fathers. And I said, watch this. So he said, I do not. What the man say? I do not what? Break my covenant. Brethren, you don't have no bigger way you can say covenant can break than to use all laminate. Man said this a covenant can mash up. In the same way, how me tell you say the covenant everlasting, and the same way I tell you say it can't break. Second Samuel 7:13, 16, and 26. He does build a house for my name. This is when David said, him want to build a house, and Yahweh said, your son. I shall establish the throne of his kingdom ad olam. So that means that even though nobody is on David's throne now, the fact that it says ad olam means what? It have to come back. Have to come back. Your house and your kingdom are to be steadfast ad olam before you. Your throne is established ad olam. Let your name be made great ad olam. Can't go around it, brethren. I don't know how people think. 2 Samuel 23:5. Is not my house so with Elohim? He has made an everlasting covenant with me. And the final slide. Until next week, when we dive into Olam to see if Olam actually means forever. 1 Kings 9:3-5. Yahweh said to him, I have heard your prayer and your supplication that you have made before me. I have set this house apart which you have built to put my name there, ad olam, forever. And my eyes and my heart shall always be there. And if you walk before me as your father David walked in integrity of heart and in uprightness, to do according to all that I have commanded you, if you do laws and my right rulings, then I shall establish the throne of your kingdom over Yisra'el, olam, forever, as I promised David your father, saying, there is not to cease a man of yours on the throne of Yisra'el. 1 Chronicles 15:2. David said, No one is to lift the ark of Elohim but the Levites. Why? For Yahuwah has chosen them, as we saw in Numbers 25. An everlasting covenant was established with Aaron and his sons to be priests, to bear the ark and to control the things in the set apart place. Yahuwah has chosen them to lift the ark of Elohim and to serve him ad olam. Yahuwah shall have no authority to come and institute any other priesthood when Yahuwah established an ad olam agreement with the Levites. My brothers and sisters, Yahuwah, for a second time, and his covenants, and his agreements, and his promises are everlastingly eternal forever.
Oh, great, eternal Yahweh is your name. Oh, yeah, we give thee thanks for this day that has been set apart for your people to come, gather, and learn, and to understood your works of your hands. Oh, Yahweh, we give thee thanks for your manservant who has delivered unto your people. Oh, yeah, we give thee thanks because we are works that you have done, and how we can walk more closely to you, Yahweh. We bless your name and lift you at high. Oh, yeah. Continue to cover us under your wings like an hen cover his chicks. Oh, yeah. As we tell you thanks in your name. Hallelujah.
Thank you again. Thank you, Mashah, for your presentation. Continuous presentation. Thank you, those who have come out, those who have joined us online on YouTube. Indeed, we could see the ancient path, able to walk in it. Otherwise, we will some other path that is not Yahuwah's. Please stand where you are as we dismiss. Next week, Sabbath, we will be having a meeting a general meeting. We're going to invite everybody, those to this very important meeting to look at some of the house cleaning issues and the way forward in some issues, some topic operations. All right, so some house cleaning issues on Sabbath, next Sabbath. For those who join online who can be here, please come out so we can all discuss and have a say in whatever is being looked at. All right? All right. Yahweh blesses you and keeps you. Yahweh makes his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Yahweh lift his countenance upon you and give you his peace.